what is so important about the role of father, and what do fathers provide that is different from what mothers provide?
There are some studies. I don't think it's yet certified or approved, but what it says that mothers have greater impact on kids from 0 to 6. At the age of 6, 7 till puberty, the male figure jumps in. So they get more influenced by the male figure, a male figure, whether it was the father, an uncle, a brother, and maybe someone at school. My friend who's 9 years old, I look up to him, and this guy, he gives me the affirmation. We can see this in our culture a lot. So the kids at the age of 7, 8, they don't want their mothers to join them in their practice, but they tend more, I want my father. Of course, when fathers go and they look on the phones and they get coffee and they don't even watch their kids, they say, oh, I want mom back. But actually, if the father started to focus on his kids while playing sports, for example, they're going to build up more passion towards what they're doing at this age, especially 7, 8, 9, 10. If your kid has some manner issues, the father can solve it much easier than the mother when the kids are above 7 or 8. These are all studies. So the 4 main pillars that the children needs a male figure in. Why I'm saying male figure? Because I know some fathers passed away, some fathers, they're just not there, they're divorced. For example, here, the government would give you only 3 hours a week if you're divorced. You cannot see your kids more than 3 hours a week. So even if a father wants to see his kids, the government rules this out. This is till the age of 16. It says that, the mother, she has all the right with the kids. And this is something that we would like to change in the country as well. So the identity, the father plays a great role in pointing out and giving the identity, conferring the identity to his kids, what their values, what they're supposed to do, knowing how to make decisions, asking the W questions, which is the wisdom questions, what, why, where, who, and all that stuff. And they want to listen to the dad. So their identity develops through a male figure, through a father more than the mother. The second thing is the moral authority. So if you were calm and nice and have a low tone and stuff like that, but the father, is very aggressive and he has loud voice and stuff like that, by the age of 7, 8, you'll find the kids turning into what my dad is doing, and vice versa. So if the father has better discipline than the mothers and he spend with them enough time, again, comes to time as well. He needs to spend with them some time. And the kids watch him a lot. He's going to have a positive impact on them more than the mother. The third thing is...
So are you suggesting the father should have an aggressive tone and be things like that with their kids?
Of course not. No, this is not what I'm saying. I'm saying if the mom has a low voice... No, if the mom has a low voice and she's kind, but the father is not like that, at the age of 7 or 8, they're going to be affected by the father and they're going to have a high tone and they're going to be aggressive and they're going to copy and imitate their fathers.
Okay, all right. So I wanted to clarify that. Yeah, that's good. I wanted to clarify that because, Bassem, what you're saying is that when we want kids to be able to communicate skillfully, we want kids to be able to communicate skillfully and effectively with their peers and all the people in their life. And that means being able to communicate calmly and et cetera. And so you're saying that we want to encourage fathers to do the opposite of that aggressive, traditional, threatening
Of course, this is the worst thing that you can do. So what I'm saying is, if the mother has good traits and the father has bad traits and they're exposed to him a lot, at the age of 7, 8, they're going to inherit these bad
mimic
traits.
Those traits. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So this is what I'm saying. However, if it's vice versa, and me as a father are spending more time than the mother at the age of 7, 8, they're going to take the good habits from me, even if the mother is having bad habits. They look up to the male affirmation, especially in the age of 8 to 12 and 13. Again, it depends on the exposure, how much time you spend with them and all that stuff. So if you're loud but the kids are not exposed to you, they're probably not going to get this habit. But if I see both habits, I'm going to be more influenced towards what my father is doing at the age of 8, 9, 10. I want to do what my father is doing. And this goes mostly to boys more than girls. But again, girls are the same, are affected. The third thing is the emotional security, feeling unconditional love. At the age of 8, 9, I know the girls would go to the moms. Moms, they love them a lot. But if they didn't get this amount of emotions and love and feel safe and secure in their father's presence, they're going to go and beg and seek lustful love from their community, from their friends, because they don't feel this at home. So if the home is not warm enough, kids tend to be outgoing and they don't want to stay home. So the father is, I always say it like that. So the mom is like the thermometer and the father is like the thermostat. So the mother would know the level of intimacy, emotion. Oh, kids today are really, they're so down. I don't know what. So the father comes in and he kicks in, guys, kids, let's play. I want to. So he's going to elevate, he's going to increase the temperature at home and vice versa. So kids are banging, nagging, blah, blah, blah. So the mom tells kids are crazy today. The father's come in and he manages to cool down with his attitude, the whole house. So the mother is like the thermometer at home and the father acts like the thermostat. Of course, what I'm saying to you, Hunter, is proportional. This is not like the rule of thumb. But
what you're saying is really interesting there. And I want to stop you for a second there. So I teach mindful parenting. I have a lot of moms who teach mindful parenting. I have a lot of dads too. Shout out to my dads out there. But a lot of times there's a dad who maybe isn't so interested. And the mom wants to get them interested. And what you're pointing out here, which is so interesting to me, is that the dads have a lot of power in the energy and the temperature they're bringing into the situation. That when they don't recognize that them getting triggered by the situation and getting upset and getting louder and getting scarier, when they don't recognize that adds more chaos and difficulty and fears to the situation, it creates problems, right? But when they can recognize, oh, I have this power just by my energy, my demeanor, my emotions, by me regulating my emotions and coming in with an attitude of calm and and just acceptance and all of those things, that I can, as a dad, I could really have a lot of power to calm that situation. And I think that's really important.
Yeah. And also, Hunter, both together, they give an amazing power. So if the father and mother are both on the same wavelength and they know how to talk to one another, why I said the mothers are the thermometer is intimacy. When it comes to intimacy, emotions, moms are much smarter than men. They know how the daughter would feel, how the kids are feeling. So she can translate this emotional thing to the dad, who can then act upon the messages that his wife, the mother is giving to him. You know what I mean? So they complement one another, because we as men, sometimes we don't know how you're feeling. We are not really friends with our feelings in most times. But women, mothers, they know the kids. You can know how your child is feeling just watching him walking. We don't know. But you as a mom, you can really know, oh no, there is something wrong with my son. How did you know that? Just the way he's walking. Wow. Not even looking at his face. You can define whether he's happy or he's not happy.